Hello everyone, I'm JS Bricks and welcome to a review of set number 75280, 501st Legion Clone Troopers. And can I just say, it's just amazing to have this here. Like, oh my god, when M&R Production started his, whole movement to get this made, honestly, thought it was pathetic. Not that it's a bad thing, just thought it would not get made, didn't think LEGO would listen, and they did. They didn't make a battle pack. They didn't do that. They made a set, which there's going to be an underlying theme of figuring out whether or not this set is worth replacing for the battle pack. Now, of course, unlike a battle pack where you'd normally just get 4 rakes and that's it, we actually get 3 rakes, a jet trooper, which is just beautiful. We'll get to him in a minute. He's my favorite figure here, and 2 clankers. It has 285 pieces, so costs around about $30.25 in the UK. If somebody down below could help me out finding out the Canadian price, that'd be really useful, like Canadian dollar, or if it's the same. Same with European, I need to know the price for that. Now, looking at the box, we got that 332nd Trooper here, looking beautiful in that nice Clone Wars design, and it's just amazing box. You've got the bucket handle, the droid body, R2-D2's leg, it's really good. You got your figures down here. So again, no complaint about Disney, because it belongs to Disney now. Say what you want about Disney Star Wars. Box looks nice. Now, this could also count as a droid battle pack because these two. But LEGO doesn't do droid battle packs, which sucks. And I'm going to start a movement asking for one. So, let's see how that goes. Now, onto the actual box art, this whole bit here. You get the AT-RT right here. Looking fancy, firing at some droids. Jet Trooper, Bark Speeder. Kind of looks like the Bark Speeder with carriage we got a couple years ago, but I'll get to that in a minute. And turning the box to the side. Oh, not flipping it up. Turn it to the side. 3+, because it might choke you to death. LEGO Life. Looking on the back. Now, you might see there's a bit of damage when it comes to the back of the box. That's just because I opened the set and made it yesterday, so, Got the AT-RT here again. Bark Speeder, and just a better look at the guys. You get some play features. And here it says, Play it in Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. So I'm guessing that we're going to be able to play with at least some of this in that game. And then, flipping around this side, AT-RT here. The back of the top of the box, we get nice look at him, our Jet Trooper. Bottom, nothing there. And opening up the box, of course, I've already opened it, so, there's no bags there. But we do get the instruction manual. And if we look inside, it's normal instruction manual. Now, right at the back here, we get a nice little advertisement for Star Wars Skywalker Saga 2020. Some little shots of some action, I guess you can do. 7+, and of course the consoles is going to be on. Good thing it's on both of these two, because I have both. And then over here, I've got the minifigures for this set. The Final Duel, the AT-AT, the Nitrogen Shuttle, Luke's crappy ship that we've seen before. Forgot the name of this set. The AAT, Grievous' Starfighter, and the Mandalorian. And from this side, you can see all the 2020 sets are here. And then we've got actually some 2019 sets here, which I find interesting. Been meaning to pick this one up actually, but I don't think I will. And if you're wondering, on this page, you're going to see a review for this one popping up. But everything else, nah, I can't really afford it, so yeah. And here it is, all built. And can I just say, what an impressive build it was, There's nothing too difficult here. I did actually mix that sticker up with the one at the back, but we'll get to that in the build. And, it's, as you can see, it's pretty big. But, what we've got to do first? We've got to get on to the most important thing here, the minifigures. They can sit in a corner. And here they are, the 501st. And I don't know what to say, So what you get on, first of all, this blaster right here, yeah? It's a pretty interesting build. They've got the candle piece in black, And they put it on the end of this blaster. You know, you can see how this connects. Just using that pin there, that pinhole, and just pop. But it does give it such a wonderful look. And that's of course me gushing for time, but also because I don't know where to start. So, we'll work our way from the bottom up. Beautiful feet detail, like right along here. You've got some grey detail just representing the feet, the boots, and that is just, you know, it was lacking on the other ones, and it's just, I don't know, you know, that's just, I get excited when I see printing like that. Leg printing, yeah, got a bit of black there, which maybe if I lean it back better, you'll see more. Which, suppose meant to show where the groin armor is, so that's cool. And then just that knee printing, like, oh my god, that is, I don't know where to go with this. I'm generally lost with this figure. No printing on the back. Left the legs at least. Alright, see where they're coming from. Back to the front. This belt, I actually had a look at this, and there will be a video up later discussing this, you know, going a side-by-side comparison with the old one. But what they've done is they've updated the torso a bit more, so it's a lot more sleeker, there's way more lines, just a nice, beautiful belt. I love the blue here, you know, this is an amazing torso. And if you spin it around to the back, it just continues with the amazing printing, like, this is just really good printing. And then, you know, let's just pull him up more so we can look at his face. You've got this just wonderful blue streak right here and the visor. And the mouth's been, you know, thinned up a bit. And I love what they did here. Doing in the cheeks, letting light grey like this, really gives it a bit of form to it. And even, this is my favourite bit of printing. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, maybe if I move one of my lights around. But there's actually detail on this black. It's not like a black dot there. They've actually got some lines there. And, taking off his helmet, boop, we get just the most accurate and amazing clone head we've seen so far. You know, we went from black faces, like just plain black heads, to whatever the Clone Wars was, to angry clone and less angry clone, but still angry clone, to this. First of all, the facial details. Simple, you know. Clone Wars was a bit over the top, but, you know, it's a bit simple, but I kind of like it, you know. And the best thing about this, and it might not show up unless I move the cameras out the way a bit more. There you go. You can see his skin tone, and it's just way more accurate to the actor that played Jango and Fett, and by proxy, the clones. And it just, you know, because the clones aren't white, you know, they're not, you know, they are white, but they're not like pale like the Clone Wars. They have a bit of tan to them, and this just does that perfectly. And of course, you got two more in the set. One of these guys has actually got some malprinting on his forehead there, and they come with the regular basters. So, yeah. Now, here is a figure I'm pretty much sure none of us guessed we were going to get. A Jet Trooper. Now, just to clarify something, this is actually based at the Clone Wars, not Battlefront. I made that mistake when looking at it first, but apparently it's based at the Clone Wars, so, I don't know. And again, just looking at this. Well, doesn't want to stay in place today. It's a bit of, you know, a bit of a flimsy stand I've got one actually. But great, now it's all focused. As you can see here, again, got the same leg printing. So, like they talk about. And just this torso print, like, it's the same torso print, but they've added these straps here and the blue here, and it's just, I don't know how to describe what's in front of me, you know, it's just the best thing I've seen Lego do. And the blue arms, the black hands, you know, it's just great. And on the back, there's a jetpack piece in blue. That's rare. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And then just, oh my god, oh, what's going on here? I'm trying to zoom in. There we go. I don't even know what to say about this helmet. Like, just the level of detail that clearly went into this is just immense. You know, you got the blue fades in here, the red arrow, the blue stripes again, and then the red here. It's just breathtaking to hold this in my hand and to look at it. And of course, taking off the helmet, same clone head, and just quickly to stay on. quickly decapitating him, like we're Sergeant Ventress, taking off his backpack, and spinning him around. See that blue, carries onto his back. And I don't think anyone's going to, take the backpack off. But, you could make maybe a mock ARC Trooper with it. Yeah? Maybe one of the named clones. Would have been nice. Also, whilst I'm here, I'll just point out, one flaw I have with the main clones is for some reason the white groin piece, I just don't like it. I think it's too clean. But, literally the only complaint I have about these figures. And the droids. I really think they're underwhelming. Like, I guess it's going to be a recurring thing, but I want a droid battle pack. I really badly want a no-nonsense droid battle pack, 16 reggies, 2 pilots, 4 specials, and then a transport. That's what I want. That's all I'm after, but we'll never get that. So, it is a good way to army build, but, I just think they're so underwhelming in this set because of the inclusion of the Fly First. But, the mold hasn't changed since, well, they first invented it. And, God, my lights are actually really bright. Got to move them around a bit. There we go. Got the same mode of articulation. It's just so underwhelming in this set. But, nice inclusion. Gives the kids something for them to fight against, even though it's a really unfair fight. But, hey, it's not the droid battle pack I want, but it'll do for now. And here they are. The BARC Speeder and AT-RT. Sorry, forgive me. First impressions, I love them. But we've got to pick one to look at first. So we're going to look at the newest thing here, that BARC Speeder. And you can just see, with my hand in frame, it's pretty big. Like, it spins pretty well as well on my desk. But yeah, well that's quite addictive actually. That's really fun. So, all playing aside, I mean, it's just amazing to get this, we were asking for either this or the Walker, which is down there, and they gave us both, and so I just love the build of this. Like, it's really smooth, it's thin. I like how they did the ports off the side here with the weapons. And the stickers, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 stickers on here. You can see how this one, I kind of dodged up because I misprinted these two, but it's barely noticeable. And I just love the continuation of it all. And the blue underlining to it. It's just amazing. Nice use of the Nexo Knight shield. There's a nice new piece at the front, I think. So, it saves the need for having 2, which would kind of stand out a bit. I like the fins on the side as well. And the thing that impressed me the most are these controls. I don't know why. You're going to come to learn this about me over the future years, but I love little things like this. And plopping our little lad in, we'll just take one of the reggies down here. I say down here, we're currently on top of my desk. So, it's kind of down there for them. And we're just leaning back. You can pop his hands in like you would. Again, my hands might get in the way here. I'm a bit of a large lad. And pop. There we go. You might see the scaling is not the best, but it's Lego, And he looks good there, He just looks good there. Also, I want to mention this. There's actually a bit of detail under there where they've got... That's my pokey thingy. My antennae. They've got this little hole here. It's just a nice bit of detail. Looks good. There's one flaw. It's a flaw I understand, and it's these stud shooters. I hate stud shooters, I really don't like them. Just, if you're wondering how they work, there goes a piece here, and you just... And that's a stud I'll never see again. But I get they're here for the kids. But, when you hold the setup like this, they just stand out too much. Like, it's clean up to here, and it's like, boom, it just looks ugly to me. They always will look ugly to me. No one's going to change my mind. Show the other one, by the way. Adds in with the wires. Oh, wait, that actually landed in my box. That's pretty cool. I suppose you can always just take them off and put black 1x2 and then a black tiled smoothed 1x1 there. But still, it's just, yeah, I don't like them. Other than that though, pretty decent build. And if the bark speeder upgrade, the AT-RT downgraded. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that negatively, I mean that literally. Like the old one, which is broken up now, was about this much taller. So, you know. And I like the small scaling of this one. Like, it's just way more comfortable for me. Again, start at the feet. Got some stickers here, which are nice. I love these feet builds. I think they're a bit big, but, you know, what can you do? Nice, you know, blue orbs here, which give that, you know, this is where they'd move. And it actually does move along there. Doesn't move along that grey one. And I do like how they did that. And then my favourite thing here, again, this is just little things that get me giddy, is the, this little thing they built under here. It just kind of looks like suspension, and I just like that. You can move it back. I don't know, is that kind of as a play feature, the ability to spring it back like that? I don't know, maybe it does. We'll see. But again, I just love that. And if you're wondering about articulation, they can go right out like that, right like that, and like that. And whether or not you can get it to walk, can you get in a walking position? I don't know, I guess it's the best you're going to get out of it, maybe. Maybe. Nah, you're not going to get it to walk. It's always just going to want to stand like this, which, I don't know. It does bug me, you know, we're 2020s, then no way Lego could get it to stand better or look like it's walking. Maybe they could, maybe they couldn't. $30 set, 25 quid set. Don't know what else you're expecting to do, and I don't mind it. I sincerely don't mind it. Oh, that one's a bit out of place, isn't it? And then, you know, swinging it around here, grating here. Place for your binoculars, place for a rifle, which I'll get to in a minute. It's nice blue, it's just so smooth. And this is what I love most, these antennae. To lift up a bit, they're a bit out of frame. There we go. These antennae here. It's a, you know, normally, you know, kids playing around or just handling it would just knock it off. But no, they stay on pretty well. You can lower them down pretty high, pretty low. Unfortunately, just held them like that. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? Well, now it's not going back on. And then coming up here, the second sticker. I love how they've done this, you know. They've smoothed it round like that. And, you know, you've got 500 first there. 500 first there. And again, this front build was actually kind of interesting. And I like it. And then up here, you got this nice sticker printing here. Lovely, 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 jubbly. Before we move on to the seating area here, just want to point out, again, with the stud shooters, you know. Great for playability. Once again, it's on a ball joint actually, so this one you can, see if I can hit myself. I hit myself in the head actually. But you know, it's great for posability. It looks very sad now, doesn't it? But again, I stand up, Jimmy. Yeah, this one's called Jimmy, you know. It just, I don't know, stud shooters just take away from the look of builds for me, and I just, no one's going to get me to like them. Now, moving up to the seating area. Up we go, forwards we go, down we go. You can see, got some more blue up here. A nice tiled seating area. It's really nice console design here. I love this console design. And you can actually, if we move this, you can kind of see how they got it all to fall together like that. That's pretty nice. And control that. To give you an idea, again, just pulling ourselves back a bit. Like that. And taking our rifleman. And we're just gonna go ahead and stick him on in. So we're gonna lift up the handle. Oh, not his helmet. And then stick him in here. Like so. Just his hands so we can get him to hold it in place. This is a bit difficult when there's a camera in my face. As well as, you know, I am looking over the camera, but there we go. I did it. Yeah, the camera's not in my face, but it's a bit there. And then you can take his rifle. Which again, I just want to point out, I do like how they did that. And plug it on the back like that. Done. That's your pilot. And I do believe that this is much stunner. Like, you know, if you're just going to pull him off, it doesn't come off. That is just a beautiful, beautiful play. And again, you know, scaling might be off. Not too sure on that. Stud Shooter sucks. But what can you do? And that is the 501st Legion. Now, for rating, we'll of course start with minifigures. Out of 10. What do I rate them out of 10? There's literally nothing else I can say except for 10 out of 10. Like, they're getting the whole, you know, chalkboard. You know, this might be the first time I actually give figures 10 out of 10 because, you know, I'm going to say it again. We were asking for this for so long and we finally got, you know, we got these guys and they look so much better than the ones we had. And again, I have a video out maybe Sunday, just spilling that day, just to fill in that day, you know, comparing the two, and they just look so much better. The inclusion of a jet trooper. Oh, come on. He doesn't like staying up. The inclusion of a jump trooper, just looking as fabulous as he does, plus the two clankers, kind of making it a droid, kind of making it a clanker I'm building. It's just perfect, you know, it's spot on. I love it. And I don't know, you know, how else can I rate it anything other than 10 out of 10? There's not much else I can say, is there? When it comes to playability, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. And, you know, I'll give it a 9 out of 10, you know? I feel like, you know, the stud shooters aren't for me, but they're here for the kids, you know? The set's 7+, you know? What else am I expecting? You know, stud shooters, that's nice playability. You get a lot of figures. You get the bad guys, and you get 2 vehicles, you know? So for younger kids, using their imagination, 7 out of 10. I think there's a nice variety of vehicles for them to whoosh around and play with. Nice selection of figures. Would have preferred more clankers. Lego Clanker Battle Pack. But other than that, 7 out of 10. When it comes to the area of design, it's a bit hard to do because it starts verging into accuracy, so we're just going to pretend Star Wars doesn't exist. This guy, he's not facing the camera now. This guy right here automatically earns them 6 points for design. Because it just looks, it's a stellar minifigure to collect, you know. Just to have, even if Star Wars doesn't exist, that's just a stellar figure. And the bike just looks so smooth and sleek. And, you know, again, pretending Star Wars exists because it's design purely, you know, just pretending Star Wars doesn't exist. It all looks great. You know, the stickering, the revering. But I give it a 7. You know, I give it an 8. You know, because I really think, you know, the white groins just, I don't know, something about them just is off to me. Maybe it's because I'm used to years of seeing the black groined. And then the lack of dual molded arms. They could have done that. But that's inaccuracy, so I'm not pretending that's there. The only other issue, you know, the white groins definitely takes it down in accuracy. And the second point of accuracy, the second point of design it loses in is the stud shooters. I know that's playability, but purely objectively, just looking at the design, ignoring everything else, the stud shooters don't work. Other than that, though, I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. Time for accuracy. That long silence is me thinking. Okay, we're going to deduct a point for the lack of dual molded arms on these guys. And the lack of groin pairing. I'm just going to chuck that all into one. We're going to deduct half a point for these being out of scale. But everything else is chill, you know? It's solid 9.5. You know, because I'm only going to give it a 0.5. I'm going to change that. I'm going to knock half a point for the lack of the groin and the arm. I was a bit more harsh with that on the last one, but that's because of that design. This is looking about accuracy. You know, I don't like the white groin, but it's accurate. It's still going to trigger me, so I'm still personally taking away half a point just for the arms. And the groins do trigger me. But I'm trying to get over that. And the other bit of accuracy loses is just, it's way too, they're just not the right size. But I understand why Lego can't do that. So I'm being lenient, and I'm taking off a point. It's time for my opinion. And my honest opinion is, should you buy the set? Yes. Buy it. Get it now. If you're a Star Wars fan, get it. If you're a fan of the Fire First, get it. If you're into army building and you kind of like Star Wars, get it. If you want a playset for the young kids who are kind of into Star Wars, get it. It is just, I cannot stress enough, it is worth the price you're paying. You're talking 6 minifigures. 1 unique, they're all amazing. It's just, you want me to give my opinion? It's the best set I've ever reviewed. Because it's the first set I've reviewed, so it's not too hard to hold that medal. But nevertheless, it's just, the stickers, amazing. The builds, amazing. The figures, talking about you, mate, amazing. The clankers, underwhelming, but worth having. So, I think it's a great set. Should definitely pick it up. Now, as for where to pick it up, I would say avoid Lego stores because they're always going to be empty. I went there the other day at I think I was there at 6 o'clock. Gone. Their entire stock was gone. The Lego store doesn't have them. Amazon doesn't seem to have them. Now, Hamleys does have them in stock. However, I wouldn't recommend getting them from Hamleys because they're selling them for well over, they're adding an additional 27 quid. I actually got mine from Selfridges. And I think if you're looking for on-mark Lego, they upped the price by 1 pence. Other than that, if you're looking for on-the-mark Lego, Selfridges has them in stock. Other than that, though, that's my review. Also, whilst I've still got your attention, just wanted to let you know, my best mate, Banshee Bob, has a YouTube channel, Banshee Bob. And, he does gaming and stuff like that. He does some pretty good gaming videos. His editing's alright, I guess, but he's not a perfect editor, but he does better than me. And, he's got some random curse videos, some random memes there. A lot of them are just funny, because, if you're looking for a quick 3-second meme video, he's got them. So, please go subscribe to him. He's a great chap. Doesn't speak much, but, he's great. His content's amazing. And he's just recently started gaming again, He's getting back in that gist. So please go support him. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one.